game. Holland gives him some energy.
He brings defense, and you can do that when you have Mike Kabongo in his offense starting at point as opposed to Javon Felix. Ironic that Mike Kabongo's offense allows a defensive player to get more time on the floor.
McKinney, good ball fake. Nice move by Adrick McKinney.
Played almost 3
in close games into an NCAA tournament. He just has a way to will his team to victory. He does all the intangibles. And then not only that, but what he can do for you in the locker room with the halftime speeches and everything else.
The intangibles are spectacular. Oh yeah, by the way, the tangibles are pretty good too.
Yeah, the tangibles and the intangibles are good.
All right, you're an NBA commissioner. You're NBA general manager, and you have a first pick. There you go. Different question. Now you probably are looking. We were talking about Sheldon McClellan. The first time these two teams played, he was very good and effective, had 15 points. The second time they played, he had 1 minute. He played 1 minute in that game. 12 points here tonight.
Saved to Green to McKinney. Just like you draw it up. 11-point advantage for Texas.
A dozen of them this year. Frogs back off of him and let him shoot. Oklahoma giving TCU room to operate when the Frogs have the ball.
There's Adrick McKinney cutting. Nice look from Nate Butler late for the lay-in. Pledger and the Frogs back the other way. Sooners stay in a man-to-man. McKinney on the move with a jump hook. Got that for the go.
Very solid defender. Would start on most Big 12 teams, but again, has sacrificed for the good of the entire team.
Might have gotten to start tonight anyway, being senior night, but with Will Spradling sitting this one out, trying to heal that chest before Saturday's showdown in Stillwater.
I know if I'm Bruce Weber, I'm happy that I have Martavius Irving to start tonight.
No question. McKinney, nice drop step. Boy, good move by.
Principle of football and men's basketball. It's a very rare feat. Tech did it in the Old Southwest Conference in 94-95. Kansas hasn't done it since 30-31 in the Big Six. It's only happened twice in Big 12 history. Texas did it, and Oklahoma did it in 05 and 04.
Absolutely, and Coach Walker over there coaching it. TCU has been here before. They know they've got to mount some sort of comeback, early in this process.
Wow, tough shot. This kid has had a rough time here at Tech. I'm just going to be honest with you. It wasn't easy last year to end it. It hasn't been easy this year. And this game, he helped his team win.
I've been pretty hard on LeBron Nash, but that's a terrific play. I love him getting in the paint because he can shoot over people with his size and an unselfish kick out to Brown.
Adrick McKinney. And that's one
side. And you love this young man's attitude after sitting out 23 games, and he has ramped it up on the defensive end. Didn't play with this much intensity last season on the defensive side.
One thing, when you talk to Rick Barnes and the coaching staff, even though he wasn't allowed to play, he could practice. And they said he gave that consistent effort, that consummate leader. And that's what Mike Kabongo gives him, a player that went through all that last year. And so I expect him to make strides now that he's back on the court.
Longhorns on a 6-1 run. Felix is checked in. There's eBay, look at those long arms. And somehow, McKinney got that ball over the...
When you're 19, 20 years old, you're going to space out, invariably throughout any 5-minute conversation. So
the coaches were all over that. Oh, the big body. McKinney. Part of it, absolutely. Absolutely. It is a terrific venue.
No, it is. Great food there, easy access. Kansas City always does a great job of putting that tournament on.
That's what I'm talking about, the food, the access.
Yes, exactly.
McKinney backing in.
McGee found a seam to the rim. Drew it up a little bit short. Might have been some contact or a tip. Crossland posting against the shorter McGee.
Iowa State really swarming the inside when the ball goes in there.
McKinney adjusts and scores and takes.
And last foul on Hornbeak, his second. Searcher being pressured at midcourt by the aforementioned Hornbeak. McKinney, good move. Now TCU showing more.
Welcome back to Fort Worth, West Virginia. 31, TCU 28 as we begin playing the second half. As so far the storylines here, Mitch Holtis with you along with Dan Hughes. TCU's actually shooting it and making it. And Terry Henderson looks like he's doing a Kevin Jones impersonation for West Virginia.
Henderson's been a great addition to the Mountaineer, but again, great.
It's one of Coach Self's patented plays, isn't he? He loves to push that button. 14 down, though. And time starts to become a factor. Hill, McKinney.
I like what they did there as far as trying to get an inside game established. They did that last game here at the Irwin Center, and were able to get a victory that way by going inside out first against Texas Tech.
That's what they worked on in the shoot-around today as well, so look for the ball to go down low a lot for the Longhorns. McKinney backing in against Ridley, shoots over him and scores. First time they played Baylor, they held the Bears to 51 points.
You know, I see a lot of more trapping from Texas. Longhorns just trying to, create an opportunity to get a steal or a deflection somewhere, which leads to transition opportunities.
TCU averaging 14 turnovers a game. Nice pass, and McKinney lays it in.
It's a teaching moment right now. He's telling them there's no need to reach. We have a 17-point lead. I want you to be aggressive and not reach. Slide your feet. Stay active on defense. That's what's allowed us to get this lead we have.
He heard about it going to his seat. McKinney trying to post up Ridley. Two big guys battling, and McKinney wins that battle. For that assist.
Remember rocking the volleyball knee pads.
Yeah, he does. He looks like a libero in volleyball. McKinney coming up big.
I should say it'll probably be 26 by the end of today, where he's had double figures.
And that, to me, is the sustained consistency that you want to have from your point guard, the leader of the team, and knowing that he's going to come out offensively every game just helps the rest of the basketball team. When you make the first one, that second one is easy.
Yeah.
It's when you miss the first one, and that second one is very difficult.
Tough shot there. Wow, and it went for Rico Gathers, 15 points.
And Rico's a guy that can play. He's a two-time Gatorade Louisiana Player of the Year, so he's used to seeing the ball going in the bucket.
Austin might be
fluid when they make the defense move with the pass and not with the dribble.
7 times this year, Pierre Jackson has scored 20 or more points, and he's done it 12 times now in his 2-year career at Baylor.
I would guess those seven times they probably won all 7 of those games.
McKinney.
Weren't able to extend it.
McKinney elevates, blocked by Murray. McKinney gathers again. Plenty of time on the shot clock for a reset. McKinney in the post again against Adrick Murray. That gets.
You're not going to win that argument. Plus, Coach Huggins is not a small man. He can be pretty intimidating.
A chance for a 3-point play.
McKinney trying to power it up. 5th offensive rebound for ability to finish. I mean, all 5 of these guys all complement each other. Now Iowa State back to the zone.
Well, here they show a zone, and then all of a sudden they go with cutters. And so they come down and think, if I stand and show a zone, you'll go into your zone offense. TCU has not fallen for it yet.
The Mayor's got all kinds of.
3, Anderson. McKinney. A lot of effort for the big
TCU is you didn't find their leading scorer, and the guy who's averaging 22 points a game in league play. Granted, 2 games, you couldn't find him in transition. You gave him a wide open 3.
Green to McKinney. I heard him call back.
And I was on the call there, and he's going to be a terrific player for Fred Hoiberg.
I just like Fred's team. I like the way he coaches it. I like the way they approach the game. They're fun to watch. Here's McKinney. And 1.
Again, they have
into Crossland. That was a wild shot by Crossland. But McKinney able to put it back in.
Are air conditioned.
Yeah, how about that? It does get warm here in the summer. Crossland and McKinney.
You know, guy deserves a lot of credit for advanced
6 points per game. Into the paint. Dropped it off. Basket by
Johnson at practice today, and he laughed. He said, "You may not want to shake my hands and stand around me very long. You may slip and hurt your ankle on the way out to the car."
Anderson, he's been bottled up. The leading scorer averaging 12.5 a game. McKinney, fadeaway jumper. That'll go.
That explanation.
In a sense, you kind of penalize some taller players with shorter players if they're just standing there and the guy runs into it.
If I've got a kid out there like Phil Forte who's tough enough to take a blow, you tell him to jam his body up against every big guy when he gets the rebound and squares up, and he's going to get hit in the head with an elbow. I'm not suggesting that you cheat, but I'm just suggesting you take advantage of the rule.
Yeah.
Of course, you don't want to be that kid on your team. The designated hitee.
Sounds like a role for me.
Yeah, it does.
We'll talk about this as this game goes on, but all the challenges that Chris Walker had, basically being named the interim head coach a month before the season.
6-point margin under 3 minutes ago, and TCU with this possession there. Anderson. Nate Butler-Lane. He thought about it.
Well, Texas Tech very conscious of the lane right now. They do not want traffic in the lane.
McKinney baseline. After what you have to believe, John, was an animated conversation in the locker room there at the half.
I would imagine that those locker room walls got stretched a little bit, Brian.
Frogs will start this second half with Kean Anderson and Garland Green, Adrick McKinney, Devontae Abram, and Nate Butler-Lynn. So Abram gets a start in the second half after a pretty good first half. Here's McKinney's strong move to the rim, and he'll score. Adrick McKinney had his shot blocked, but followed it. Crosland just a 50% free throw shooter. Misses that one. Rebound, though, comes off to Garland Green with a new 35 for the Frogs.
Oh, a huge rebound right there.
Crosland, now Green. Zurcher. Garland. Now Zurcher again. McKinney with a nice finish down low.
Advantage early on. They've got a size advantage now. They were very good early in the game, working it in the paint.
Kean Anderson, and here it comes. McKinney turns off the glass. Henry goes baseline, elevates, lays it up. Missed it. Tip follow, cut, rips out. There's Cano Crosland with it.
nice job seeing the space in the floor and taking advantage of it. He's a good little guard. He had 18 points earlier in the year against Tulane. You see why right there. He gets to the rim.
10-7, TCU leading it by 3. McKinney baseline. Adrick will draw contact and will score.
He got up underneath Kean Anderson and just took him right to the hoop.
Here's Ray. Inside the arc, dish McKinney. Adrick fall away from 10 and got it to go again. Another deep three that Kean forces this time. McKinney bails him out and follows. Nice job there by Adrick. Lead at 6. Here's Garland Green. Ray, now McKinney.
That's the shot he wants.
Yep, Adrick working into him. Flipped it up off the glass. Kean Anderson, full court now, Garland Green. McKinney. That time had it slapped it away. Gets it right back from Nate Butler, landing converts.
With Harrelson is make him a long two-point shooter.
The lean in again by Crossland.
Crossland for TCU doing a good job keeping the possession alive for TCU. Got to get it in bounds.
Butler Lynn, now Hill. Searcher in the lane, finds Crossland. Nice look for McKinney to finish. Kean penetrates. Anderson for the left elbow, too strong. McKinney with the rebound. And the follow, got it to go. 40-28, here's Butler Lynn. In traffic with the right hand, McKinney trying to finish it off for him. It does. 6'7", 250, and Chesma goes 6'11", 250.
Yeah, a little bit thick down in the post.
Anderson and Smith. Connell Crossland not expecting the pass. It ends up in the hands of Monaco. Anderson, they're trying to defend him now with a taller player in Colley at that guard spot at 6'6". There he is on the wing, got Colley in the air. Nice extra pass, McKinney. Adrick fighting through and got it
in. The 6th turnover of the game by Southern Utah.
Anderson eyeing up this zone. It's a 1-3-1 now from Southern Utah. There's nice move by Adrick McKinney into Monagle, who falls down, misses again to Stevenette. Rebound, the Frogs had it. McKinney will roll over it and over Stevenette. Anderson pushes Monagle. Sends it back out front.
There go the big guys again.
The spin move, and McKinney gets the jumper.
I think that's very important for them to hold on to win this game.
Second bucket for Terrence Jones. And only 1 point separating the teams yet again. Under 10 to go. Anderson kind of trapped in midair, able to get it to McKinney along the baseline. Switching hands, tough shot, good.
Out, and that's McKinney with a board.
We had an open look there, just flat missed it. TCU got away with one there.
Kean Anderson, the point guard. Switches the offense here in the half court. Big screen from McKinney for Butler, who finds Adrick cutting. Put it on the floor and scored, and that was the pattern. Jalen Jones, who had knocked down 2 prior. Garland Green pushes to Kean Anderson. Talked about it, John. You can see the difference in the pacing, though. Larry Brown's team a little bit quicker pace than TCU. We've seen the shot clock for SMU travel under 10 just once here in this first half. McKinney on the cut. Got it in a foul. Nice pass. Your college transfer lets everyone know he's in the lineup.
Yeah, he can play, Brian. He, as you mentioned, played at Madison High School over near Fair Park in Dallas. They won the state championship with him at the helm.
Here's Fields trying to quickly whip it to McKinney. There's a double team. Adrick with it on the floor. Nice move there. Adrick McKinney rotates.
Brian Blunt is the one big weapon they do have at Centenary, and he's going to get his shots.
46-31. It's fun to watch Trent Johnson work these officials. His approach is a little different as you see Butler land. Nice give there to Adrick McKinney.
Door cut to the bucket from the right side.
Penetration baseline by Blunt, taken away by Jarvis Ray. Looks for his point guard and finds him in Clyde Smith. He'll push. Nice no-look pass. McKinney finishes again. as the guard tandem. Here's Jarvis Ray. Finds Crosland. Strong to the rack. Had it partially blocked. Zurcher rebound right back to Crosland. Here's McKinney with it on the floor. Does have TCU. Here's Montague. Out to Green. Nice pass inside. McKinney to finish. Ties his career high with 16. In the offseason, I've got to be a better free throw shooter than that as he misses them both here. But quick rebound for Adrick McKinney trying to work his way back to the rim and score.